All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We want to start the day off first. All glory goes to God, amen. Now, let's talk about somebody that we all know declares war on America after one of the drones were shut down or shot down. Now, I'm going to play you some footage because there's other people being part of this madness, really. So yes, it's true. A drone was shot down, and like I've been telling people in other chats, don't shoot nothing down. Trump ain't even been inaugurated into the White House. Don't be listening to anybody, and don't be listening to anyone that tells you to shoot down a drone. You don't want to shoot down a military drone, right? And that's exactly what happened. So let's play a little bit of this footage that was put out this morning. I'll share this here real quick. Old El Chapo. Let's see what old El Chapo and the rest of the people are saying.
Years, cartels have basically reigned supreme in the U.S. They've been able to smuggle billions of dollars worth of drugs into the U.S. The result of that has been people dying on the streets, addicted and alone.
Another subordinate telling the court about a smuggling operation that brought $500 million of cocaine into L.A. inside cans of jalapenos every year.
Well, not anymore, because Donald Trump has declared war on the cartels. But here's the thing. When one side declares war, the other side has the chance to respond. And even though he is locked away in a supermax prison, El Chapo did not waste time responding to President Trump's threats, and he didn't seem to be bothered by it at all. In fact, he had threats of his own to make, warning the U.S. government to back off or prepare for the worst.
It used to be that the upper hand was held by the security forces, by the police and the military, and they could extort the bribes from the cartels. What we've seen in the last 20 years is some of the cartels have become much more powerful. So it becomes the cartels actually bullying and controlling elements of the security forces.
Ramirez said once the cocaine crossed the U.S. border, El Chapo would take 40% and sell it here in the United States.
He claims from 1990 to 1996, Guzman made as much as $640 million.
In the wake of Donald Trump's re-election, the U.S.-Mexico border is once again at the center of national debate. Are Trump's policies exactly what the U.S. needs to take down the cartels? Or will it create more problems for the U.S. in the long run? These are questions Americans have been wondering about since Trump took the mic a few days after his win. Trump's campaign promises to crack down on cartel activity and illegal immigration have sparked renewed interest amongst Americans. But perhaps the most shocking revelation came from Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the notorious leader of the Sinaloa cartel.
In the Mexican state of Sinaloa, the city of Culiacan sits at the foot of the Sierra Madre Mountains. It's home to the Sinaloa drug cartel and the site of some of the most fierce battles in Mexico's drug wars. Violence has become a way of life here.
If you live in the US, then the war on drugs is not news to you. But if you think just because you follow the news about Mexico's deadly drug cartels, you have an idea of the atrocities they commit, you're wrong. But what they're planning now, after Trump's threats, is much worse than anything anyone has ever witnessed from them. For those of you who might not know the details of the atrocities El Chapo committed that landed him a reserved space in ADX Florence, let's take you through just a few of those atrocities. You see, at the time, the Colombian cartels were rapidly losing power as the U.S. crackdown on drug trafficking took shape in Colombia. Suddenly, there was a gap in the drug trafficking market, and a young poor man named Joaquin Guzman Loera, who was known as El Chapo, Shorty, saw an opportunity he could not ignore.
He began his testimony with stories about Guzman's past. He outlined Guzman's beginnings as the head of a struggling startup drug business.
He said Guzman entered the drug ring because of his extreme poverty, but didn't stay poor for long.
The U.S. wasn't just cracking down on drug lords in Colombia. They were also shutting down drug trafficking in the Caribbean, which was the preferred route for transporting drugs into the United States at the time. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman saw the perfect opportunity to rebrand drug trafficking in Mexico and set himself up as one of the most feared drug records in history, and he didn't hesitate. He took it. He created new, innovative methods of smuggling, building a series of air-conditioned tunnels that ran under the Mexican-US border, making the operation of smuggling faster and easier. Another method involved hiding narcotics inside fire extinguishers and
All right, so there you go. There's a couple other videos I wanted to show, but you know, I don't know who shot down the drone. I don't know. I don't think it was El Chapo. He's in prison, but I think something big is coming. This drone thing is a diversion. I do believe they've declared war in America already. And here's the thing. This could get very ugly. You know, we have no idea what the cartels have. They have access. They have more money than the United States government, really. But what do I think? Well, I think they're building an army just like America did. But here's the thing, we don't own Mexico, so anything that comes into Mexico, whether it be biological weapons, whatever they're using, whoever's supplying them, how much money they have, they could buy all kinds. I wouldn't doubt it if they've been buying nukes and all kinds of stuff. But here's the thing, it's been declared, and after they shot down one of our drones in America over America's space, they declared war. I mean, we don't have to have anybody in there to declare war against madness in America. So that's what's going on, folks, in this neck of the woods, right? Yada, 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 right? Same old crap, just a different day. Is it shocking, like this video that we just listened? Are most Americans shocked at this? No, not one bit. Matter of fact, there's a bunch of people saying that the cartel is tired of the United States stealing their drugs. They send their police, they hijack massive amounts of cocaine, and they turn around and sell it and use it in other countries to bargain. And all this evidence will be coming out. It's just a ball of evil. But like I said, war has already been declared within the United States borders. I don't know what to tell you, folks. And that's for any cartel, any club, organization, gang, or whatever. Trump's bringing the big dogs out. He's already declared war in America. We've been at war for the past 20 years, I think, 10 years. But it was the secret war. So what do I think? I don't know. I think you should have listened to me and a couple other people when we told you not to shoot down. I don't care what color you are, white, green, black, yellow. You folks were warned numerous times by the Pentagon, not only me, other higher ups. You failed to listen. You're listening to all these people shoot down the drone, shoot. I don't know. I hope you got about 100 million sitting around to pay for that drone. I hope you American people, it will be coming out of your taxes because we're not losing money. So yeah, taxes up, tariffs, everything. We're gonna have to pay for it. American people. I don't know. So war has already been declared in America on these bad boys, on these gangs, these clubs. It's a war. It's been declared by higher ups. There's nothing anyone can do. Me, you, no one. So that's what happens when you have a whole country of people. And we knew this was going to, it was bound to happen where we have all these people that think they know more than anyone else. And now they just call, we are at World War III. People keep, we're heading to World War III. We've been in World War III for the past 20 years. It's just been secret. Now, I noticed last night that I was in a couple chats that were showing top secret military planes that were top secret and have not been put out into the public yet. I don't know how you folks got them top secret plane photos, but this goes back to espionage, spying, and exposing our secrets before the secrets even come out. And what I mean by secret is military experimental planes and other things. How has this happened? I don't know. But 10 years ago, a man said, this is the fleecing of America. And he was right. And you're mad because he didn't have a degree. He didn't go to college. He didn't do a lot of stuff that you people paid millions to do. And this guy was an idiot and blew you all away. So I don't know what to tell you. War has been declared in America. So I imagine you're going to see more things exploding over the United States. And they will be asteroids. I imagine hell will be even worse this year in 2000. They're already predicting some of these YouTube channels that 2025 is going to be a bunch of crap. It might be. But I don't know where you folks have been. We've been in this war 10 years now. You are way behind us. Way behind. We're about 10 years ahead of you folks. I don't know where you've been, what you've been doing, whose head you've been shoving up their butt so far. But like I said, folks, especially Indiana, people are flipping out in Indiana. What's going on down south? I'm gonna tell you, like I was always trained to tell you, is mind your own business, go about your days. Go home to your husbands and wives or whatever, and take care of your families. Let the government handle it, right? But it's too far out of control. And like I told you folks, when it gets too far out of control, it's over with. And that's what all of us people are planning for, and the bunkers are open where everyone's going, where are all these people? What happened? Alien abduction? No, we told you people numerous times, don't mess with America and our people and our children. Don't care if you served, don't care anything. I tried to save you people from the hell that's coming, but you didn't want to listen. You chose to traffic children, even in this little town, right? Even in this little town, there's people that have been trafficking these kids. Signs popping up, adopt a kid, all over it, made out of cardboard and shit. It's over with, folks. Your best bet is to get underground as fast as you can. And that even if you get underground, there ain't gonna be no help. We're gonna hit you with our daisy cutters. If we have to, we'll go 10 feet or 10 miles into the ground if we have to with our new capabilities to make sure we get you all, because you're a bunch of roaches. An infestation of madness is what you people are. Madness. If you think you're safe in America, you're sadly wrong. No one is. I'm not, you ain't, no one is. Now, we got a lot of crazy stuff going on in Indiana. There's a lot of people making YouTube videos now that are telling people, stay out of Indiana. Something's going on, kids missing all kinds of stuff, sacrificing stuff. I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. Madness, we didn't create it. We ain't dealing with it. People are being abused. People are being trespassed on. We are catching some of these spirits or demons that are we're trying to find out who sent them. Right? We know it has to do with some kind of a cult out there, some kind of crazy mafia cult or some crazy madness or something. out here. Now they're saying the Indiana Mafia had something to do with the girls being killed, or so. Maybe the Indiana Mafia are sickos, and they're trafficking and doing pedo videos with these young girls or kids or whatever. Maybe, you know what I say? Hey, send a message to America that your days are numbered. And they did, man. I can't tell you what exploded over America the other night, but I can guarantee you this much, folks. You ain't gonna see the repercussions right away. It'll take a little time. And then you will see the repercussions of what you did. You picked a war with God Almighty, and He's got control of every badass toy, and you don't, and I do. Now, a lot of you people are talking about stuff that you have no idea what you're talking about. We've been watching these videos out here. My God, it sounds like the final trumpet sounding. No, it ain't. It's an acoustical engine. That's it. It creates radio waves, sound waves. It is an acoustical motor, an engine that is creating them sounds. Now, if we turn it up, I'll shatter, I'll blow your house away with just radio waves. You're messing with some people that are stomp the shit completely out of this country. Next time you will learn. Keep your mouth shut. Don't touch any of my toys. And now you probably cost, I don't know, maybe 20 million people's lives. Who knows what exploded over Indiana the other night? But you'll see soon. Last warning, don't mess with my military. Don't you mess with American children. Don't you dare do it again. We don't need explosions. My technology is so superior. I can flip a switch and send a radio wave that'll disintegrate a house. Don't you play with my military. Don't you play with my country. How dare you folks? You were warned. Now war has been declared in America. If you don't like it, get your ass on a plane and leave. Now, I told you, some of us higher ups, we got nothing to lose, baby. We've lived in America for 50 some years and been infected and diseased by your madmen. You touch my military again or any of my drones, you shoot, and someone owes us 25 million. Whatever state shot down that drone in my country, you will be getting a bill from the United States of America Pentagon. I don't care if your whole state has to be confiscated by the federal government. You're going to pay for that drone. I don't care if you got to get 6 jobs. Now, you ladies and gentlemen have a great day. You best check yourselves, honkies, before you wreck yourself. And you're going to take your whole country with you. Now, the United States government has declared war in America against you madmen. Good luck. You've been watching the Johnny Kramer Music Movie Channel, where we have created some of the greatest movies around the world. You folks have a great day. And we hope there'll be a tomorrow for you all. Hasta la vista.